Hello YouTubers, we're back again with another video. So I am Shaun, if you all may know.
And I'm Marvin. And before we get into this video, we need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you can, hit the bell.
Please and thank you. So we have two topics of discussion like we want to discuss today. So the first thing we are going to talk about, which I don't know why is it even a discussion for tonight. But, you know, Rkelly. I know America.
Well, I think the reason why it came up is because there's a song circulating on YouTube of one of the alleged victims that's
alleged. Alleged.
That's with him at the moment. She released a song. So we and Sean had this conversation last night. And
I had to. And you know what I did after the conversation today? I talked to one of my friends, and I kind of had to like talk to her about it as well. I'm like, this is not news. Like, there's no sympathy for this girl. There's nothing. This girl chooses to be with this man to this day after everything has happened. She comes out with with some music, and we're supposed to what? Feel what for you? I just don't. I'm not buying it. I don't care.
But the consensus is that she's brainwashed.
You know what? You can say that. You can, because there's a lot of girls who were brainwashed, and then they actually have to come to their senses to realize this is not right. Sometimes we do get a predicament that is not right for us, but in our minds, we're thinking it's good. Relationships, whatever, job choices, anything in your life that you feel as though is wrong for you, but you end up doing it anyway, and you stay in it because you think it's the right thing for you, but in all actuality, it's not. This girl is not retarded. Let me know. You know what? Scratch that out because I'm not even gonna say the word. She's not slow. She doesn't have any type of, you know. She's not a hostage in my eyes. She's not a hostage. But, she can leave. Now, she can leave. And there were evidence. There was the police, every family told this girl, you know, if you want to get out of this situation, we can do this to get you out of the situation. You can leave. Like, she's not tied up. She's not being held down. She don't have a gun to her head. There's not metal bars on the windows. This girl can go.
But that was my initial thought process when this whole thing came out, is that I'm not saying Rkelly is right or I agree with anything that he's doing, but none of these girls were hostages. They all chose to do this.
The thing is, though, they deemed themselves as hostages. That's what they do.
But if you saw a documentary, all the girls said they left when they got tired. He didn't hold them hostages. He didn't even care if they left because he knew he can get another one just as easy to come in, which he, did. So I asked this question to Sean last night. Do we support her?
No.
So if she left them tomorrow and she come out with music,
why would we support her? We're not even supporting the person who's doing what he's doing to her.
But she's a victim.
And he's done. That doesn't. Like I said, there's victims. There's people in third world countries and girls in probably the United States who are getting snatched up, who are held captive in somebody's house or basement or whatever, and they can't leave. They're tied down. They are deemed hostages. Like, if they leave, they try to leave, they're dead. Point blank, period. This girl can walk out that door if she chooses to, but she doesn't. She wants to stay. She wants to make
all the
music.
Other girls victims too? Because they all walked out.
They were victims, but they left.
So what makes her different? Because she hasn't left yet.
What makes her different?
What makes her different?
It makes her
still a victim.
Yeah, it just makes her the person she doesn't get sympathy for me. I don't feel sympathetic to her situation because these girls set an example they set an example. They realized, you know what, this is not good, and they left.
But how long did it take them? Some of them were with him.
And then that's the thing. You know what? Is really that type of kind of like, oh, okay, I feel sympathized for you, and then again, it's kind of like what the, like you chose to do is what you did. So
right,
it's a toss up, but still,
it looks like,
you know. But okay, but at the end of the day, these women left. You know.
Right, but it looks like from the outside looking in is that he was promising them something.
Of course.
So it looks like he
talked to their parents. He talked to them. You know, you go. He's Rkelly.
Right, but he promised all these something. So
how long he has
theoretically he delivered with this girl because she has a song.
He delivered after all this stuff that's going down.
Either way, in her mind, she delivered.
How long has she been captive with him?
She's not captive.
They
are staying in hotels and stuff. I'm not under any supervision.
Okay, take the word captive. Take the word hostages. Take all that out. How long has she been with this guy? For stuff to hit the fan, for him to be like, you know what, girl, let's get in the studio so these people can hear you sing. It's not making him credible. It's not making her credible. The song is not going to go anywhere. The world is not going to be like, oh, the girl who's still with Rkelly made a song. Let's listen to it and support her. No. Leave. Get help.
What if she's happy?
Then you know it's gonna be a matter of time for her to be happy about herself.
I just feel like
Rkelly
is wrong.
She obviously have some type of self-esteem problem or issue with her. She probably doesn't. I can't even speak on it because I don't know her family. I don't know how their relationship is. But obviously, if there was love or there wasn't love, she probably doesn't feel it. So she's outsourcing to this mega hip hop, not hip hop. Sorry, this R&B artist who was major in the 80s, 90s. Credibility in the thousands, the millennium. But at the end of the day, like this guy has so much under his belt of what he's going through, but you're still with him, and you just came out with the music in 2019. So we're supposed to support you.
Because either way, she's still a victim.
Marvin.
She's still a victim.
Oh,
you can't,
Marvy.
She's still going through what the other girls went through.
Marvy.
I just feel like you can't.
Yeah, but these girls are out doing interviews. They're trying to get help. They're probably in therapy. They're probably doing stuff to better themselves, to realize what happened and what the situation that we're in. This girl is still there. Sleeping in hotels. You're not even in a house anymore. You sleep in a hotel, doing all that stuff. Come on.
I don't know. But
no.
I just feel like, just because she's still with him does not mean she doesn't get sympathy. Or it might not be as bad as the other ones are making it. Playing devil's advocate.
Marvin, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it is a duck, Marvin. All right?
Alright, I'm just saying.
Rkelly been quacking and ducking and bucking since Aaliyah. We all know this.
This is true.
So the sources is credible.
She say so. But anywho, on another serious note.
This is a serious note.
The whole Jussie Smollet incident, attack that happened yesterday, I guess. Yesterday morning in Chicago. Ironically, in Chicago.
You know what? I can't even say it's ironically because Chicago.
No, I mean it's ironic because Rkelly's from Chicago.
Oh.
And that's where, he stays or whatever.
Well, that's funny. Yeah, that is ironic. Not funny, but it is ironic. But, yeah. this situation right here, it kind of hits home, especially for me, only because I deem myself. I'm not saying I'm defenseless when it comes to stuff like that, but I'm 5'7", guys. I'm short. I'm like a buck 35. You know, like there's times I go out by myself. It all happens a lot, especially in DC. Um, and the more of the stuff, like you're don't know who's always watching you, and that you always can be a target at any time, depending on where you're at, what state, where place, what city, whatever. So for us to hear that type of news, these people, well, it was
Alleged.
yeah, that they were two white males with I guess hockey masks on, and they probably been watching him since he walked into what was it, like a 7-Eleven or like a Subway or something like that.
It was a Subway.
Subway.
That's what I read.
Yeah. And then when he came out, they knew exactly who he was. They called him out by his name. They called him gay. And then they knew exactly what show he was on. Empire. They yelled that too. And then they beat the guy. They do bleach on him. They noosed him, and it's very, 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 very hard to take. It's a very hard pill to swallow. I actually got really emotional about it yesterday because it's sad. You see everybody wishing him well on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and stuff. So it's really, really a tragic thing that happens to him. And we personally want to wish him well and recover. It's speedy recovery.
Because I've been a fan since the Mighty Ducks. Okay?
Yeah. So this is really hard. But a lot of people has been supporting and showing him love and just being, really, really uplifting, which should be because he is not only black, but he is a gay male. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that. They're just discrediting him from like just not being gay, but just being black. He's targeted because he's gay and black. He's a black gay male. Let's get that straight. I seen a video before we get to the one thing. I seen a video today that Steve Harvey posted a video. He was showing him love, like we always doing, lifting him up, and he threw out the fact that he's not being targeted because he's gay. He's being targeted because he's black. Come on, they coincide with each other. He's a black gay male. Point blank, period. You cannot just say it's not a homophobic thing. It's just a race thing. No, he's a black gay male. You cannot just say, you have to pick and choose which one he is. You know what I'm saying? For them to attack him or go for him. Black gay male, you can't just rule out one thing and say it's another. Like, don't do that. I don't know. It's because you try to hold up a manhood or like you try to be. I don't know, because a lot of don't get me wrong. I see a lot of a lot of black celebrities who are not gay, so straight males who are actually showing him all types of love. Saying they're with him, they're praying for him. And they're saying like it's a hate crime. A hate crime in a pot, which would be black, gay, male, who he is. That's what it is. So don't sit there and just be like, he's being targeted because he's a black male. No, they know exactly what it was. They call him a gay, black, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they described him as. So let's call it what it is. Don't do that. That rubbed me the wrong way when I was watching that video. He showed him love, he said he was with him and whatnot. Cool. But for what you said, it's kind of like, I love you, Steve Harvey, but don't do that. We get seen as not just the color of our skin, but the way we act as well, and our sexuality. Like people actually look at stuff like that. So when they're coming for us, they're coming for us as a whole and as a community. And even if it's black and gay or whatever, it's us as us. So onto another thing. You can talk about this person because.
All right, so earlier today, I guess
whatever you want to call him.
He's a gay black male.
He's well known in the LGBT community.
And he posted basically, because CNN, I guess, released a statement saying that they can't find footage of the actual attack.
Right.
They just see Jussie like by himself or whatever. Jussie by himself.
Right.
So he basically alluded to the story being fake or not being true, and basically washed it off to a date gone wrong or something like that. And I think for me, that's the issue with black community, gay community. Nobody sticks together, and
they always want to find something.
Like
I just
not.
Yeah, try to make it what it is.
So then, when they separate us, then that's when it's different interpretations and different views. Instead of us sticking together and just saying this happened to this individual, and we're just going to support and let justice prevail.
Right.
Like, but instead,
it's always that one person. Always that one person who has to take it somewhere it shouldn't be. Let's just sit here and support this man for what happened to him. As I quote, because we have a screenshot because he took them down, of course. He's gonna say 2 white men with bleach noose, a rope, make America great again hats at 3 a.m. in the morning and negative 20 degrees below weather. That don't sound right to him. Why not?
And then he even said something about because he's from Chicago.
Right. So they're in Chicago, so it would have been a more credible story if they were in like Alabama or like Tennessee or like whatever bullcrap he said, South Carolina. What makes you think racism
somebody
cannot...
just got killed last year, hung from a news. I don't know where it was, like what city they were in, but it happened. Something happened last year, so it's not like it's not common or not heard of in 20.
So what makes you, have that stupid come out your mouth to say, "Oh, I would believe it if it was somewhere else, but not Chicago." That's dumb. Why would he? Why? Why would somebody Why can't somebody not be in another state other than the ones that you said because they're not in the South? And there's more prone to for them to do the things they do in the South because they are racist down. Some of them are racist down there, of course. But
racism is everywhere.
It is right. So why can it not be in Chicago? Why can these men not be out scowling and being hateful and nasty and seeing somebody that they don't like because of the color of their skin and his sexuality and want to do something to him? That doesn't make any type of sense. And if he was, no, shut up. Not even gonna say that. Why would he even come out with something like that? Even if he what you said out of your stupid mouth. Maybe he met up with somebody and a date didn't go wrong, and they end up beating up or something like that. You don't think he would have been man enough to say that?
Yeah, I don't think.
Why would that even be like an issue? I don't think.
And then the climate that we're in, for him to make it that type. That extreme would be just detrimental to not only his career. So I don't think that anyone would go that far, that extreme to cover up something. Everybody knows he's gay. He's an activist about equality for you know what I mean. So it's not equality. It's not I don't get why he would even say that. There's not a Love and Hip Hop storyline,
right?
You know what I mean. So I don't think.
And what he said, he only did it because he's trying to basically, I guess, get clout or whatever this stupid word they be.
And I don't mean no harm, but Jussie Smollet has been around since I've been born. We were both alive. Was in the Mighty Ducks. He had his TV show with his whole family. It's he's been in the industry, the business since he was a little kid. So he has clout. He you know what I mean. Regardless of if you just became familiar with him because of Empire, he's been around for decades, you know what I mean? So there's nothing.
Him quoting saying celebrities lie every day.
We know you did for your storyline.
Hello. And at the end, gonna say, I hope he is telling the truth. Dude, I don't understand. I don't know if you were on something, if you was taking something, if you were drunk. Or whatever, I don't know.
Because they canceled Roseanne, so he can't be on nothing to say nothing either. So nope, It don't
Like,
even matter.
And
even if
honestly
everybody's
don't.
entitled to their own opinion, but even
Yeah,
if
and you know what, and you're absolutely right. Everybody is
but even
entitled to
if
their own opinion, but
even if you felt the way, you're still a public figure, and this is the time not to separate. It's the time to come together.
right?
So therefore, you should have kept that to yourself. You know what I mean? And this is only the first day of the investigation, and you're already forming your opinion. And that's something else that he posted, saying that the media or we as a community, you know,
as he took, because I kind of scrolled through his comments and people were like really going in on him, as they should. I'm gonna lie, I had to retract, and I was like, what, I'm above that. I'm not even gonna write on his stuff. So he took the post down right off his Instagram, and then he went to Twitter. And he quoted, "Today I realized we live in a society that truly, quotations, believes what it wants to believe, without merit, evidence, or facts."
Right. So you're, without merit because the investigation is still open, it's still happening. So you're basing it off of one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
right.
You're contradicting yourself.
Right. So that alone is just kind of like, why would you even come out like, for like, you thought about it, you see what people said to you, then you still in your brain is you're deeming this as like, maybe this is a truth, like, maybe this is what happened. Like he maybe he's lying. Like whatever he says and whatever everybody else is saying, they're gonna believe it. Like if society is saying it and they're going with it, everybody else is gonna join and be like, oh my God, yeah, that happened to him. So in his mind, he's like, we don't know what happened. So why are everybody else saying, that the story is true? Why would this guy do this to himself? Why would he say the things that he said? How can he send himself death threats? And, it's just like, that's taking it too extreme. And this guy and Jussie is too humble.
And then he's not really like that.
He's not the type
loud
of person.
Like, he's low key. But
right.
You know what I mean? So
even in his posts on Instagrams, he always smiling and happy and laughing. And he posts positivity, like, all the time. He's not any other, like, and I can't even say that he's not Milan's type of guy. He's not showing the buttocks and the panguses and whatnot. Like, he's not doing all that just to be seen. Like, he already has a name for himself. So for him to say, oh, he's lying and he's trying to make something out of nothing and make a storyline or something else, this is kind of like, boy, now you reaching. Now you looking for some type of, you're looking for something. I don't know what it is, but you're looking for something. And what you said is what you got. And what you said, we ain't buying. It's a bunch of bullshit. Let's call it what it is. Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah, well, hopefully, everything, justice will prevail, and the Rkelly situation will get resolved, and this situation will get resolved.
That man gonna go to jail, and she gonna be right back with the parents.
But anywho, that's our video for tonight.
Yeah, we had to rant to you guys, something heavy on our hearts.
So make sure you go like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell.
Bing.
And once again, I'm Marvin.
And I am Shaun.
And our social medias are Marvy_Marv_ on Instagram.
And mine is Iamthat.Shaun.
Not even spreading it out. But anywho.
I am spelling it out, America.
Until next time, we will see you guys soon.
Bye.